Dear students of Standard 9, welcome to Botany class. How are you everybody? Hope you all are well and safe by the grace of Allah. In this class, we are going to discuss most important topic from chapter 14, that is genetic engineering and recombinant DNA technology. Okay everybody, now let's start the class. Genetic engineering. You know that genetic engineering is the most modern technology for creating new arrangement or combination of genes in the genome of an organism with the aim to produce organisms with desired characters. For this purpose, scientists collect desired gene from any other source to introduce it in the genomes of the desired organism or create some variation in the existing genome artificially. The technique involved highly sophisticated manipulations of genetic materials and other biologically important chemicals. Genes are the chemical blueprints that determine an organism's of traits. So, genetic engineering is the transfer of a specific gene taken from one cell and placing it in new cell where the desired characters are expressed is known as genetic engineering. Genetic engineering can be also called as recombinant DNA technology or gene cloning. Genetic engineering is the ability to take a specific gene from one cell and place it into another cell where it is expressed. In the other words, modification of the DNA of an organism to produce desired characteristics is called genetic engineering. Genetic engineering can also be called recombinant DNA technology. The organism which is formed by genetic engineering is called genetically modified organism. So everybody see, here is transgenic organism or GMO means the organism which is formed by genetic engineering is called genetically modified organism or GMO or transgenic organism. So everybody, by this technology, that means by this genetic engineering, the organism which are produced is called transgenic organism or GMO. Now everybody see the recombinant DNA technology. Recombinant DNA technology is considered as the most important instrument of biotechnology. In this process, a DNA molecule is cut at two specific places to separate the desired gene by an enzyme and joined to the specific part of another DNA molecule, and the mixed DNA produced in this process is known as recombinant DNA technology. So we can say the definition of recombinant DNA technology is the technology by which DNA of an organism is replaced by other desired DNA and form a new DNA is called recombinant DNA technology. So we get recombinant DNA technology by the genetic engineering. In 1972, James Simon and Berg discovered recombinant DNA technology. In the recombinant DNA technology, two types of bacteria is necessary, that is E. coli bacteria, that means Escherichia coli bacteria, and Agrobacterium tumefaciens. These two bacteria helps in recombinant DNA technology. Recombinant DNA technology is the new branch of biology. Here everybody see Agrobacterium tumefaciens and E. coli bacteria extensively used in recombinant DNA technology, and the special characteristics of this bacteria cell is that there is a small circular DNA other than the normal DNA. So everybody, in the E. coli bacteria and Agrobacterium tumefaciens, These two bacteria carry the special type of DNA other than the normal DNA. This special type of DNA is called plasmid DNA. Now everybody see the plasmid DNA. Plasmid DNA is the circular DNA, okay, and the plasmid is the carrier of desired DNA. So plasmid DNA is a small extra chromosomal DNA molecules within a cell that is physically separated from the chromosomal DNA and can replicate independently. Everybody see the figure. This one is a bacteria. In the bacteria is a, you know that bacteria is a prokaryotic organism, okay, and unicellular organism. This is a one cell. In the bacteria there is a normal DNA, thread like DNA, which is spread in the cytoplasm. You know that bacteria is a prokaryotic organism, so in the bacteria there is no nuclear membrane. So nuclear materials, that means DNA, spread within the cytoplasm, and except this DNA, this type of bacteria carries another type of DNA. This another DNA is called plasmid DNA, and this plasmid carry the genetic information. Okay everybody. Scientist Lederberg in 1952 for the first time observed plasmid DNA in the E. coli bacteria. It is a extracircular DNA other than the normal DNA. Normally, plasmid has no functions. Only it can help the bacteria against antibiotics. Okay, everybody, and it is used as a vector in gene cloning, genetic engineering. With the help of plasmid DNA, human insulin, disease-resistant variety, transgenic plants, etc. can be produced. Okay, everybody. Now let's see the stages of recombinant DNA technology. The stages of recombinant DNA technology. Here, everybody see this figure. This one is the stages of recombinant DNA technology, and for the description of recombinant DNA technology, there is some step. First step is selection of DNA. The first stage of recombinant DNA technology is the selection and isolation of desired DNA molecules. Everybody see the figure. This one is a selected DNA or desired DNA. You have to select this DNA where desired characteristics are found. At first, the cell is to be lysed to separate the desired DNA. Generally, for the separation of desired DNA, cesium chloride or sucrose is used to isolate the DNA molecule from carbohydrate, protein, lipids of the cell. Then, second point is a selection of carrier. Everybody see this figure. This one is a E. coli bacteria. Here in the recombinant DNA technology, here E. coli bacteria or Agrobacterium tumefaciens is used because these two bacteria contains a plasmid DNA. The part of desired DNA will join with the plasmid of the carrier. Then third number point, cutting of DNA and plasmid. To cut the desired DNA and plasmid DNA, a specific enzyme is used. This enzyme is called restriction enzyme. Okay, so for 250 restriction enzymes are discovered. They are generally collected from the bacteria. The specific base sequence of DNA molecule is cut off by the restriction enzyme. Okay, and the cutting part of the desired DNA is called sticky end. By applying some enzymes, the specific part of plasmid DNA is also cut off by the restriction enzyme, and the sticky or cutting part of the plasmid DNA is also called sticky end. Then third number point, replacement of DNA and the plasmid. So everybody see this figure. In this figure, this desired part is joined or replace of the DNA and of the plasmid. Then by applying ligase enzyme. By applying ligase enzyme or the desired part of DNA is joined on the plasmid. As a result, the structure of plasmid is changed. Everyone see this figure. This one is a changed structure of plasmid, because in this DNA there is plasmid characteristics, bacterial characteristics, and here is also desired characteristics. The changed plasmid is known as recombinant DNA plasmid. Then fifth number points, replacement of recombinant plasmid DNA in the host for multiplication. The recombinant plasmid DNA now placed into other bacteria, that means host. Everybody see this figure. This one is a host bacteria. Generally, bacteria does not accept other plasmid. This bacteria does not accept this plasmid, this recombinant plasmid, because it has a plasmid DNA. By applying heat and making calcium rich condition, the bacteria accept the new plasmid. Okay, by applying heat and calcium rich medium, these bacteria accept the recombinant DNA plasmid. Then they are to be grown in the culture medium where the multiplied in large numbers, thus innumerable number of recombinant DNA are formed in this host bacteria. Now, last number point is the evolution. A test is to be done whether the recombinant plasmid DNA is multiplied successfully or not. To prove this, an antibiotic resistant gene is attached with the desired DNA molecule. So, everybody see this figure here. For the proof, the desired DNA, with the desired DNA, antibiotic resistant gene is attached. Then it is now grown in the antibiotic rich culture medium. If it is observed that all other bacteria will die other than the recombinant DNA with specific antibiotic resistant gene bearing bacteria, then it can be said that recombinant DNA formation is successful. So by this way, recombinant DNA technology is completed. So the plant which is produced by replacement of gene by recombinant DNA technology is called transgenic plant. That is, Australian clover grass is made in combination of sulfur producing gene of sunflower, tobacco plants with light emitting gene of firefly, super rice with beta carotene from daffodil flower are successfully developed through recombinant DNA technology. Okay everybody, today up to this. Thank you.